Alright guys, welcome back to the first update on Tropical Cyclone Ellie, which has literally just been named about 10-20 minutes ago now. This was named Tropical Cyclone Ellie off the coast of northern Australia, as we can see on the satellite imagery. Not looking too bad, got good rotation there, good convection as well. Heavy rainfall falling already in those northern parts of Australia at this stage. There's going to be heavy rainfall also probably near the Darwin area as well. We can see that big convection area near the Darwin area. With minus 80s degree convection, so heavy torrential rain at some points as well, with potentially damaging wind gusts as well as we get into the rest of the day. And it'll probably make landfall within the next 48 hours potentially as a mid-range tropical storm system on the Saffir-Simpson scale, maybe a category 2 on the Australian scale. That's a bit outlandish at this stage. I'm pretty sure a category 1 landfall is pretty much certain. Currently, the latest information from the Bureau of Meteorology had the storm with maximum sustained winds of 45 miles per hour, that's 40 knots, gusting with winds of 60 miles per hour, a pressure of 996 millibars. It was moving south at 6 miles per hour, as this latest update brought to you by Curtis Simplified. So take a look at the estimates here. ATCF 40 miles per hour, the JTWC 40 miles per hour, the Bureau of Meteorology at 45 miles per hour, ADT 45 miles per hour, my analysis at 45 miles per hour. But keep in mind, ATCF are going to update extremely soon. So once ATCF update, the JTWC are going to follow suit with the ATCF analysis. They are going to update in probably the next hour or so, maybe even half an hour. So that may be a bit outdated at this stage, but currently that's the latest information I could get. Take a look at the Bureau of Meteorology's forecast cone here. We can see a Category 1 tropical cyclone expected to make landfall very, very shortly. As we can see, probably not even within 48 hours, actually. Probably today it's expected to make landfall. We can see Darwin there up north. There's probably heavy rainfall falling near Darwin at this stage, and potential when the storm makes landfall for damaging wind gusts. And we can see the cone of uncertainty pretty large, and there is the potential for when the storm goes inland to still bring damaging wind gusts to places like Timber Creek, places like that. The storm's expected to make landfall probably near Darwin River, and probably then weaken as it goes inland through northern Australia, the northern territory parts of Australia. Take a look at the JTWC forecast cone here. We can see they're expecting a peak of 50 knots, and that was just as it makes landfall before it weakens quite slowly. It's a quite slow weakening trend when it moves inland, and we can see that very, very clearly. And we're expecting that wind field to get a lot more rounded as we continue. We can see that wind field getting a lot more rounded, a lot more tropical storm force winds in each quadrant. Take a look at the GFS run here. We can see the 10 meter wind run from the GFS. They're initializing it quite low with winds of only 26 knots. So if you extrapolate that and initialize it at a 45 mile per hour storm, we could be seeing potentially the GFS is expecting probably a 60 mile per hour to 55 mile per hour peak here. With this storm system, if you extrapolate and start it with 45 mile per hour winds, that's what we really could be seeing. So it could be getting quite powerful, maybe even 65 actually. Looking at that, extrapolate it, start at 26 knot. But pretty certain, and we can see where it's making landfall there. Those tropical storm force winds start off quite quickly, but look at it, it does regain, it does keep some of it according to the GFS. It does actually keep some of those tropical storm force winds, definitely gusting to tropical storm force. Take a look at some visible shortwave imagery, and we can see a very good organised storm here. It did really organise itself over the last day or two. And now we have Tropical Cyclone Ellie, Category 1 off the coast of northern Australia today. And there's a storm again on the true colour zoomed out imagery. And not much to really say about it. It's pretty certain what the intensity is at the minute. I wouldn't be surprised if ATCF go with 45 miles per hour on their next update. Anyway, thank you for watching this update on Tropical Cyclone Ellie. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next update. Peace out.